was probably not great.
Did you have a juicy little bet you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I guess if anyone's listening to this like right away, because this game is in less than 3 hours, but
From
the
when we're
Hornets,
taping, yeah.
yeah, from this moment, yeah, the Hornets play the Magic tonight in the play-in tournament, and I really like the Hornets in this one. The Magic have been playing like dog water lately. The Hornets have been playing pretty well, so I like the Hornets money line here. I also I like LaMelo over 23.5 points. He had some drama in the last game there, kind of all eyes on him situation, a chance to kind of spin that narrative from controversy to like, wow, this kid's really good at basketball. And then we've got Knueppel. He has not made a three-pointer in the play-in tournament. He'd made 0 3-pointers in the first game. So I really like him to have kind of shaken that rust off. You know, rookie in a play-in tournament, that's kind of a tough spot. It's kind of a big spot.
But it's still the play-in tonight.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But I think he kind of got to shake that rust off. So I like him for 3 or more three-pointers. He's averaged 3.3 a game this season. So I think
wait,
we're safe there.
He's scored none. Can't you just put in like 2 3-pointers then? Why do you got that way? You're under his average.
Well, this is kind of juiced at plus 300 with the way I've got it set up here. So okay. I like it. You know, he's been hitting at least 3 a game. It was an off game in the play-in tournament. Like I said, kind of a big spot.
Did you do one of the books where it gave you 3+, or is it 3.5, or is it over
2? No,
2.5?
it's 3+.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So that's with no boost to plus 300. Again, that's time of recording. So I'm putting 1 unit on it.
Playing tonight, but the NBA playoffs start tomorrow with round 1. Woo! 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 Look how excited I am. This content is for entertainment purposes only. Sports betting involves financial risk. Only bet what you can afford to lose. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you know, the National Council on Problem Gambling helpline is 1-800-522-4700. 1-800-GAMBLER, ncpgambling.org. All our plays are unit-based. Sean, what's 1 unit?
10% of your weekly budget.
Equals a percentage of your own weekly budget. That's money you've set aside that you could lose, that you're not going to be crying about and making everybody uncomfortable because they came to watch the game with you. Don't be that guy. Have fun at the game. Separate your when there's only 2 threes from Knueppel and you've got a minute and a half left, Sean, just try to be zen. Okay? Just try to be zen about it. So probably not going to write these up. This might be YouTube only, but if I'm a liar, you can go check this out on my Substack, hammeredsharkproductions.com, right on the homepage there, or just on Substack, you know, all in with Ian. Ishimi. Usually we do F1 bets for write-ups, though. So Luka Doncic is out. Grade 2 left hamstring strain. Suffered April 2nd against OKC. He went to Madrid, Spain for specialized stem cell treatment with a sports doctor connected to Real Madrid. He's back in the States, but not expected to play in the first round. Austin Reeves is out with an oblique. Doctors say he has a better shot at returning during this series than Luka does. But he's out for now. JJ Redick on both, out indefinitely. So without them, the Lakers enter as the 4 seed with home court, but are 5.5 point underdogs in game 1. LeBron at 41 is carrying the entire playmaking load against a Houston team that won 9 of its last 10 regular season games. Houston is the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the league and ranks top 7 in fewest free throws allowed, which naturalizes the Lakers' free throw rate strength. You with me, Sean?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take away strength.
You see where it's going. LeBron can steal 1 game. He cannot carry a thin roster for 6 or 7 against Durant. I mean, Houston's elite depth. The series winner is unplayable. I mean, it's below minus 500. But under 5.5 games is our play. Rockets, Lakers, under 5.5 games, 1.5 units. I got it at minus 115.
Yeah, this feels safe. That's 2 of the Lakers' best players. You can't hope to compete without Luka and AR, even with LeBron. It's just not enough. You can't get there. Not in the playoffs. Not against a Rockets team that's been hot lately. No, I think this is a good play. I think this is probably Rockets in probably. I'm tempted to say 4, but I'll give the Lakers 1. So Rockets in 5.
Excellent. So bingo, that would cash.
Yeah.
it's it's obviously vulnerable because everybody, when you're thinking about NBA playoffs, you're thinking, oh no, how late is this going to go? But the first round, when you're looking at the different rounds, first round is where you're going to have some quick series.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because these teams want some rest going into the more critical series as well. They can take care of business quick, then let's just do it.
Play 2, Cavaliers versus Raptors. Over 5.5 games, 1.5 unit play at -110. So this is the cleanest value on our card. Mm-hmm. Cleveland is the 4 seed. Toronto is the 5. It's a coin flip series on paper, and the price reflects that. The Cavs are notoriously slow starters. They let bad teams hang around all season, and Toronto is not a bad team. The Raptors went 3-0 against Cleveland in the regular season. They know the scheme. They know how to attack Harden in pressure moments. Harden's playoff volatility is real, capable of an 8-turnover nightmare against a top 5 turnover forcing defense. So one bad Harden game, Toronto steals a road win. Suddenly you're looking at 6 games minimum. R.J. Barrett and Scotty Barnes posted 121 offensive rating together this season. So at -110, you're getting coin flip juice on what the data says should go long.
Yeah, I think this is a good one too. These are 2 teams that are pretty evenly matched, I think, both on paper and the way that you watch them play on the court. So I think this probably goes to 7. I don't know who I give the edge to. Probably Cleveland, barely. But I think it's going to be a fun series.
You might like one of my next bets. Not this one, but the last one. Nuggets, Timberwolves. Only 1 unit here, over 5.5 games. I am so sick of everybody telling me the Timberwolves are built to beat the Nuggets. They've been that way for years, but the Nuggets made changes this offseason. You got to hope that them being favored and Jokic leading in 2 statistical categories for the season. He led in everything but points, rebounds, and assists. Never been done, because it's like, how are they related?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, but even if they lose to the Wolves, because betting on the Nuggets right now for the series, it's not a good price. So over 5.5 games, we're only doing a unit because that's at -150.
Okay.
I had some promo boost and things like that I could use for some of this to try to get a little bit of value back. But at -150, you're going to make some money. It's just not ideal. The lean is right. Jokic era. 8 of 11 Denver playoff series have gone 6 or 7 games. And these 2 have met in the postseason twice in 4 years. Every series has been physical and close. Minnesota has the talent to compete when locked in. Ant, Randall, McDaniels all coming in healthy. The Wolves have done the homework on Denver for years, so adjustments will force extra points. And the juice is the only reason this isn't a 1.5 unit bet, because it's -150. We don't want to lose that much.
Yeah, it's a rivalry that definitely, has some history there. I feel like these teams play in a playoff series every year at this point, but it's for good reason. I think they're both, pretty much in the same spot. I think Denver has the edge over them, but I can see this going to 6.
It's Ant's chance to kind of catapult himself back into superstardom.
Yeah.
Because last playoffs, when they went on a run, all of a sudden it's Ant-Man coming. Like, he needs more playoffs like that. At the same time, Jokic, people are arguing maybe he should have been MVP. SGA is probably going to get it. It's sad that that's how we're talking about it. But if the Nuggets don't make it out of the first round, they fired coaches for less.
Yep.
So here's our home run pick, the one you're going to love. Knicks versus Hawks, over 6.5 games. That's right. We're calling a game 7, getting about +220 on that bad boy. You might be able to get it higher, honestly.
Wow. Okay.
So New York, Atlanta, the Knicks have played 6 straight playoff series lasting at least 6 games. So that's not a trend. They play close, grinded out basketball regardless of opponent quality. Atlanta's defensive surge since the All-Star break seems real. We'll see. Second in defensive rating in that stretch, Nickeil Alexander-Walker averaged 11 attempts per game against the Knicks this season. 5 made threes per game in those matchups. So, I mean, it just seems like the best play. The numbers are pointing that direction. You want something that's not going to be a regular straight up bet. It's only 1 unit because you're calling a game 7, but at plus 220, come on, man.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of a situation where you're counting on New York to kind of do New York things, drop a game or two here. But I think that's kind of a reliable thing to count on right now. So yeah, I think they do win the series, but they will probably let the Hawks, make it interesting.
This is on the watch list. The price may not be right, but if for some reason the first 2 games go 1-2, Celtics 76ers under 5.5. I mean, everything hinges here on Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid is confirmed out and his recovery window is unclear, the 76ers have to lean on Maxey, Paul George, and rookie Edgecombe under playoff lights, while Boston has their full championship core back with Tatum healthy. So if Embiid is confirmed out for games 1 through 3 before tip-off, this moves from watch list to a 1-unit play immediately. The problem is you're going to have to keep an eye on that yourself because the line will probably already be moved once Joel Embiid is confirmed out. So if you think Joel Embiid is not going to play in this series, go bet this now while you can. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, it's not already too late.
Right. Yeah. Lots of time sensitive.